Welcome back to Scissorhands podcast. I'm Benny.
And I'm Sharona. Let's get to it.
So you got some questions again to ask me.
A lot of questions today.
Awesome.
And interesting ones.
Oh boy.
So Benny, what is the craziest thing a customer has ever asked you to do?
In a haircut, the craziest thing a client asked me to do was to shave the top of his hair bald. Like an old man.
Okay.
And then to shave his eyebrows off. And I was confused why he wanted to do it. But then I remembered Halloween was around the corner. But it just didn't sit with me. I'm just like, dude, why you want to do this to yourself?
Wait, hold on. So he wanted a bald top, but did he have hair on the side?
Yeah, he wanted like a grandpa special, like how our grandparents look. And I'm just like, okay, dude. And apparently he wanted to be an old man for Halloween. And I'm like, okay, so you shave your head, but what does your eyebrows have to do with it?
Very imaginative. He could have left his eyebrows.
I think he could have. I think he just wanted to shave his impression off or something.
Okay, maybe he just wanted more eyebrows to grow back.
I guess so. It was crazy though. I told him not to tell anybody he got a haircut here, because that was really crazy.
Honestly, he should have left you a good review.
Nah, I didn't even charge him because I didn't know like what to do. I was like, all right, have a good day. And that's it.
It's a bald special.
Yeah, it was.
All right. And what is the worst excuse someone has ever used for being late? And late people.
My God.
I hate late people. If anything, I like to arrive a little bit early, but you tell me about it now.
I mean, we live in Miami, so nobody here is on time. Nobody here is early, and we give our customers like a 5-minute grace period when we're on the busy time, right? And if it's a slow time, fine, we'll give you like 5-10 minutes. But Friday, Thursday to Saturday, it's really busy, right? So we try to give our customers like a 5-minute grace period, with all due respect, because we're booked up back to back.
Yeah.
And the lamest excuse I got was, he didn't have pants to put on to come to the barber shop. And then he left his keys upstairs, and then he forgot to feed his dog. And it was just like an excuse after an excuse. And that's my biggest pet peeve of being a barber nowadays, is just people make appointments and they're late. They don't even come on time. They don't even call you and say, hey, I'm running a little bit late, because then you're sitting there frustrated and you're like, damn, this guy is 5 to 10 minutes late. Then I got a next person, let's just say you, and now my whole schedule's backed up, even my lunch backed up. Now I gotta leave work late. And it's just like, okay, now he's late, then the next guy's late, then the next guy's late, and it's like just destroys
Yeah, it's
your
like
whole
a
schedule.
boomerang effect.
Yeah, it does.
Effect after effect because of one person.
And for a barber, our schedule matters because we work around our customers. We work around when we'll have lunch. We work around when we can use the bathroom or go out and get a drink, a coffee, not a drink, And some customers don't value our time, or they don't be communicative towards us. It's kind of frustrating. It really is. That's the lamest excuse you ever had. I have no pants. I left my keys. My dog was hungry, and then I'm like, "What's next? Your refrigerator ran out the door or something?" It's like 3 lies. Just admit that you just messed up and forgot your appointment, and that's it.
What do they call it here? They say by the Miami time, and I didn't understand what that was, honestly. But no shit talking. There's late people everywhere, and it's just a pet peeve a lot of people have. Some people think that it's okay to be late, but I think that it is very improper to be late, and I think that it is responsible. It should be very responsible on your end. You should be very responsible on your end. I'm sorry about that. To actually be there on time, or at least 5 minutes before.
Absolutely.
So be considerate.
100%, guys.
Have you ever had a customer fall asleep or move during a haircut?
I had both. So I don't mind if a customer falls asleep. He had a long day, but how can I say this the right way? If you fall asleep, that's cool. That's like an honor. You feel comfortable in my chair. But if you're like nodding off like this and I'm trying to give you a skin fade, it's like, okay, it's getting annoying because now I got to hold your head and cut your hair at the same time. You know, and same thing with people not sitting still. Like nowadays we have these phones in our hands all the time and they're just sitting down like this and I'm picking up their head and they're putting it back down. And it's like, okay, so how am I going to make even skin fade, or how am I going to make your haircut look good if you're constantly down on your phone or you're moving around and, you know, you can't sit still because maybe you had too much cafecito or something in your system. But, you know, sitting still is the biggest deal for us barbers because we have to concentrate on your fade, you know?
Yeah, symmetry.
It's symmetry, exactly. So if you're always facing down or you're always moving, the skin fade is gonna not look good. The fade line is not gonna look good. You know, you're constantly moving and you're making us lose our concentration. You know, like how can I focus on making a straight line if you keep moving?
Yeah.
You know, and some customers just don't get the cue. Like I'm picking their head up. I'm like, hey, pick up your head. Or the worst case scenario is I'm doing their beard trim and I lay them down so I could do their beard, and they just like putting their head up, and now I cannot work on the bottom. And you know,
it's dangerous.
It's not dangerous. It's more like the machine's not gonna glide the right way, or the razor's not gonna glide the right way, and you're not gonna have an even line. And it just, my biggest pet peeve is like, guys, you come for a haircut, your phone could wait. Like, let me do my job. Let me get you fresh. Let me make sure your line is crispy on your beard, on your back, on your skin fade is equal, and then be on your phone. You know, like, it's not your phone call is not important. Like, you're making me work harder, right? And making me work around your phone, or making me work around you moving around.
Okay,
like,
some phone calls, let's not lie, some phone calls are actually, they could be.
No, they could be life and threatening, but listen, you know, if you're always texting on your phone,
yeah, absolutely. I think that it is important that if you have any type of appointment, that you at least let people know, have an automated text, or just let people know that, you know, you're going to get a haircut. What does a haircut take? Like 30 minutes? Maybe if you have a good barber, he'll like do it quick, but I think that it is not polite that we are on our phones whenever we do.
It's like, I'm giving you my time. Yeah, I'm giving you my time. Give me your time. You know, like, take your attention away from your phone. And if it's important, God forbid, life is in death situation, I understand. I'll stop what I'm doing. You could cater to your phone call.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if it's not a necessary thing to do, please get off your phone. Stop moving around. Sit still, for the love of God, you know?
Yeah.
It makes our job way, way easier. It makes the whole process smooth.
Yeah.
You know?
And I also think that technology has advanced a lot, people. So you guys have headphones that translate for you, that tell you what the person is writing. Put those headphones on. Whenever I go, I'm a girl and I get my nails done. I get my toes, my nails done. I always have my headphones on just in case somebody's calling me. I could just be like, Siri's asking me, hey, this person is calling you. Answer it or not. Answer it.
Exactly.
You know, so it just makes the job a lot easier. So
absolutely.
Consideration is the key word for today.
100%.
And what about, I remember you telling me also customer falling asleep while you're giving them a haircut. So there are customers that have like really horrible excuses, but then there are also customers that fall asleep with his magic hands.
Yeah. I mean,
he has the effect.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm doing a hot towel shave, you know, that's fine because you're laying back. You know, I'm controlling to shave you and stretch your skin, right? But like, again, if you're falling asleep while I'm cutting your hair, number one, you know, like, you could nod off and fall face first on the floor. You know, because that happened once before, not to me, but to a barber that I worked with. And it's just like, now that you're nodding off, I have to hold your head and cut your hair at the same time. And if you're a left-hand barber, you know, you got to do the same thing. But it's just like, it makes our job a little harder cutting hair. You know, I get people are tired. I understand it's flattering that you're falling asleep in our chair, but try to stay up in the important parts, like the fading part.
Yeah.
You know, you want to cut hair, we're going to cut your hair with the scissor on top, that's fine. Fall asleep as much as you want, you know?
Yeah. If you're falling asleep during a facial, that's cool.
It is.
Listen, I fall asleep when I get my facials. It's like relaxing rejuvenation.
It is.
But during your haircut,
no. Stay awake, people. Mm-hmm. And stop moving.
What customer habit annoys barbers the most? Not just you, just barbers in general.
Honestly, like we talked about earlier, the lateness. The lateness is the biggest pet peeve in our job today, because appointments became such a big deal for us that walk-ins are like becoming obsolete. Like, we take walk-ins, don't get me wrong, but people now are booking appointments. It's this day and age where people are always living their life through a schedule. So our biggest pet peeve as a barber is, any barber will relate. The first one is being late. The second one is people not knowing what they want. Like, they'll come with a haircut like mine, and they'll tell you take a little bit off, take a little bit off, take a little bit off, but they don't know what they want. We are barbers, yes, but we're also, like I said in the other episode, I'm here to educate you guys. So come with an idea. Nowadays we have ChatGPT, thank God. You know, because back in the day we would print it out and cut the face out and put the picture on top of our face to see if that hairstyle fit us. But nowadays you could take a selfie and ask ChatGPT, or go do your research. You know, don't come to a barbershop. There's another biggest pet peeve. Don't come to the barbershop unprepared on what you want, because we will do a haircut for you and then you won't like it. You'll leave angry, or you'll make us do the haircut 3-4 times. So be educated on what you want. You know, consult with us. You know, if you book an appointment, write on the notes, hey, my hair is long and I want to go a short haircut. I need consultation. We're there to consult with you guys.
Yeah.
Our other biggest thing, and people would judge me for this, is, you know, people going to the cheaper barbershops like Supercuts, not bashing anybody, barber schools and stuff like that, getting a cheaper haircut and coming into our barbershop and saying their girlfriend, their friend, their dog, whatever, cut their hair and they want us to fix it. Now, I have no problem fixing a haircut, but I just rather not. Like, I always tell the customer, if they have a bad haircut, let it grow out and then we'll try to fix it. But if it's very, very bad, like the other guy, you remember that guy walked in with a soup bowl, I had no choice to give him a high and tight skin fade, because he is always under the camera, an influencer, and I had to do my best. And I would also say, if you're getting a haircut and you know you're getting a haircut and you're coming straight from the gym, guys, please, for the love of God, don't come from the gym. You're running, you're riding your bike, you didn't exercise before you come to the barbershop, take a shower, change. You coming to the barbershop sweaty is, number one, unsanitary for us, because we have to touch your sweaty head. Yes, we wear gloves, but it's unsanitary and it makes our job harder. You know what I'm saying? Because after your sweatiness leaves my chair, I have to sanitize the chair, sanitize my tools. Obviously, we always do that. And just be considerate, you know, like, okay, I have a haircut at 2 and I went to the gym at 1. Let me leave the gym a little early to wash myself, put something dry, smell good, be decent, and go.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but don't get me wrong, you get caught in the rain or you're walking and it's sweaty, that's different. But I'm talking about like full sweating, you know, motion. But our biggest thing as a barber is the scheduling. Every barber in this podcast, any barber in a different country, in Dubai, in Miami, in New York, will always say their biggest pet peeve is scheduling. People coming late. It screws us up. Honestly, it does, because it screws our lunch. If it's a busy day, that one customer that became 10 minutes late screwed your lunch up, because now you got to make up for the time. And you don't know if the next guy is going to be late. So now, let's just say one guy ruined your whole day. It sucks, but that's our biggest, as a barber, that's our biggest pet peeve.
Just want to include, there are people that would say you need, well, you have a hair wash station, you know, like you could just wash my hair if I come and I'm after the gym. It's not just about the hair wash station. I think it's just overall, like,
it's not
being a sweaty person. It's not a pleasant effect for anybody.
Because, like, I'll wash your hair, no problem. But let's just say you're my next client. You saw that guy sweating on my chair.
Yeah.
Even though you see me wipe it down with Lysol
You get
and alcohol,
disgusted and you're just like,
oh man, I don't want to be on this chair, you know? And then the cape starts stinking. Thank God, like I change my capes every week. But if in that scenario, it's like I got to change it there and then, you know? Like it's there and then, because sanitary for me in my barbershop is the biggest plus.
Yeah.
The biggest plus. So I understand you guys want me to wash your hair after the gym, but if you're like sweating bullets, like you just took a shower outside, go home, shower, change, and please come to the shop like clean. I'm begging you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And the last question I have is, have you had customers, like 1, 2, 3, or maybe just 2 of them, arguing in the barbershop for some apparent reason?
Well, yes, but it was not no apparent reason. So my biggest thing is, I'm not political. Me, I don't care about sports. I don't watch sports. You know, I'm the 1% guy. And my biggest thing in my barbershop is no sports, no politics, nothing, because it could lead into an argument. And with the FIFA just recently passed, we had a customer in one barber chair and another customer in a barber chair. It was 2 countries playing against each other, and those guys were in the same countries. And they started like F-bombing each other and screaming across the barbershop. And I'm like, hey guys, like calm down. And then they just went at it. And I'm just like, wow, this is very, like, you guys are really petty. Like fighting over 2 strangers fighting over soccer. It's like, I get it. You know, you support one team, that guy supports another, but you're in a barbershop and you're screaming across the whole barbershop, excuse me. And you're acting like an animal over a soccer game, you know? In New York, it was worse. I remember when I used to work in Long Island, I think the Yankees were playing. I don't remember exactly. The Yankees were playing. And you know, people in Long Island are like die hard. Like if they're in love with a sports, they're like die hard. It's like, it's me or the sports team. Like I'll kill myself for the sports team. And I made a joke like, yeah, the Red Sox are better than the Yankees. And the whole customers just looked at me and was like, hey man, you know where you are? You're on Long Island. You want to get beat up? And I'm just, oh, whoa, guys, it was just a joke. He said, you don't joke like that. And it was just like as if I told them that their wife's cooking sucked or something, that they were about to beat me up. These were like meatball Italian guys, you know, like meatheads, not meatballs, sorry. And it was kind of crazy that people in a barbershop would fight over their sports team. I mean, I get it. Die hard fan. But is it necessary to fight in a public place, like while we're cutting your hair? You know, like let me finish. Go across the street and fight, you know? It's not my problem once you guys leave. Yeah.
There are some people that have a lot of passion for sports, for reading, for politics, for anything.
Way too
But
much.
I think that there is a time and a place for a lot of things.
Absolutely.
And I think that if we are able to control ourselves, our impulses, that's important. But everybody is different. We try to be, how do you say, welcoming.
Exactly.
Welcoming to all sorts of people, welcoming to all sorts of characters. Yes, it's hard to deal with sometimes, but it is what it is.
You deal with a lot of characters.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. So we'll see you on the next podcast. Thank you for sitting with us.
Peace, guys. Thank
Peace.
you.